And I've always said we should, as journalists, have thick skins, as thick as we would expect from somebody like you, a politician.
No. I'm a law enforcement officer.
I knew you wouldn't like that.
I am not.
But you were elected, sir.
Well, I still wear a uniform.
But you know, our personal lives are now thrown out there. You know, I got a speeding ticket in a school zone, unfortunately, a number of years back, and for a while there, every time I wrote a story about cops, somebody would post a link to my ticket and say, Brittany Wallman hates cops because she, you know, endangered children in the school zone.
Yeah, like you said, your life does become an open book when you're out there, and you're just as much as out there as any.
We have to behave.
Absolutely. You know, because I was impressed with that show, and I know we're going to have one of your colleagues, Linda Trishetta, on here about her crime and safety blog that she has going on, and every day she's trying to report things that are going on in the community. So that's a great thing that Linda's doing with crime.
Yeah, it's a new blog, and it should be pretty popular.
Yeah, and we've been working with her as a partner. We're working with her on making that thing happen. And so right now your beat is strictly Broward County.
Yeah, I'm covering the county, and which has been keeping me very busy. Obviously, you have played a role in some of that, you know, with investigating County Commissioner Sue Gunsberger for a little while there.
I'm glad the election's over.
You probably didn't want me to bring that up.
Well, I'm just glad, you know, everybody was gearing up towards the primary, so a lot of frenzy going on with the election. That's one thing I'm glad the election's passed.
Yeah.
And we can get on with it. Let me ask you, how about our PIO office? I know that has to be a good relationship with them, because the demands, like you said, it's a 24-hour news cycle now, and that PIO unit, I know I go down there and they go crazy. You have anything about it? Would you like to talk about it? Our PIO group, I know it's a tough group to work in, but just that 24-hour demand, it's constantly any pointers for us.
Well, I think it's good when you have PIOs that specialize in a certain topic, so that a journalist can go to. We know who to go to if it's fire related, or we know who to go to if it's general. You know, since I'm on tape, and I haven't always, you know, I'm sure that I have some people in there who aren't fans of me.
I don't think that's the case.
But you know, I think by nature, you know, a PIO is there to defend the agency, and so if you're writing about something like, you know, we're there to help the public keep an eye on law enforcement, because we know law enforcement's looking at the criminals, but somebody, you know, needs to look at the cops too. And I find that even police officers end up appreciating that, because if you have deputies that are out there speeding and crashing in their cruisers, or slacking off when they should be working, the good cops want that rooted out too.
Yeah, and I know that law enforcement's a tough job, and so is the media. And like you said, when we do something, you make some people happy and you upset some people. And just the same thing with you. When you write a story, it's the same way. Some people are going to love it, some are not. Ethics was number one. What do you think is your next big story that you're going to be looking at?
It's definitely going to be the budget. And, you know, you're there talking about closing a jail tower, and they're going to be fighting with you. You're a Republican, they're Democrats. That's always, you know, there's always a clash there when they want you to cut, and you don't want to cut.
Oh, and like I've said a million times, there's nothing partisan about this job. When you call 911, we don't ask you if you're a Republican or a Democrat. That's Brittany Wallman from the Sun Sentinel, our inaugural segment of Reporter's Notebook. Stay tuned with us in future weeks, where we're going to have other journalists from South Florida, TV, radio, and newspaper as well, on there. And again, this is for you, so you can learn about them. They're real people too, and we want you to know that. Come on back. We'll be talking about our accreditation for our EMS service. You're on All Points Bulletin with Sheriff Al Lamberti. You can listen live, wwnnradio.com. You can look at old shows. You can hear old shows on our website, sheriff.org. Click on the link for All Points Bulletin. They're archived. Just pick them by date. You can listen. Come on back. We appreciate you being with us. You're on AM 1470. Thanks, kid. Excellent. Perfect.
We hit as many controversies as we could.
15 minutes. I just got
Amanda, age 3.
Ryan Gravett.
Tyler, age 8.
Thanks.